Assalamualaikum mangi ni ñep ci bi groupe ku nekk sa tour sa sante ñi ngi follow up seen conversation yi depuis demba and lepp lu nekk di wax mo nekk li nga xam dafa concern staff bi comme ni ko vice president waye rek demba yegu ñu solution bu waaye tey lu ma bëggoon a ñu waxtaane moo nekk Casey Pa Musa bi at this point Casey Pa Musa is no longer about staff association léegi foog naa it's about ñun ñi staff bi ñu gis ne suñ morom mu si problème right now ñu jógal ko ñu nit and ñu xam ne tey Pa Musa la ëllëg mun naa nekk keneen ak keneen jombut kenn anyways because nit as long as yaa ngi liggéey si place di nga make mistakes di nga am yi nga xam ne mer dina la ci dugal ak bi bari daal and lu nekk mun naa dal nit so yàlla daal moo xam seytaane ku nekk mun na laa ñu war rek nga def li nga xam ne di nga ko rëccu waaye fu mu toll nii Casey Pa Musa foog naa back and forth bi dafa nekk di bari because comme ni ko Famara waxee démba dañ gis ne moom nga xam ne gars yi ngi bindaat ne on the 5th of February dañ ko daaxa but surprisingly on the 5th of February ñu ngi daaxa Pa Musa waaye fay nañ ko salary for the month of February which is very surprising secondly Pa Musa mu ne dafa demoon foofu pour jëli ab dismissal letter bi but then bu mu demee gars yi dañ ko wane ko duñ ko ko jox léegi na dem mu binda la moo tax mu nanguutoon a jël first dismissal letter because bu ñu waxoon ne dañ ko jox letter bi jëlaat ko si loxo ne ko mu dem dinañ ma oo ma dem jëli ko te man loolu du suma liggéey bu ma dem jël dismissal letter yi jàmbur duma dugg si yooyu noonu suma yoon nekku ci nañ ko jox dismissal letter bi kooku fu mu war a jaar ak ñoom mu jaar ak ñoom but ñoom ñu ne dinañ ma oo so gisuma lu tax ma war a dem foofu noonu pour dem jëli dismissal letter jàmbur so ma bañ a dem dew ma fa anyways but then again Pa Musa gars yi demoon nañ lii ba wan nañ leen ne amuñu right pour dismiss ko te police case bi is not done awaat nañ leen tamit ñu fay ko salary bi comme ni ñu ko war a fay ñu full service bi ñu wax li bu act bi so gars yi si lañ ko fay salary February tamit bare ñoom ñu ne dismiss nañ ko in February so léegi fu mu toll nii ñoom ñu ne Pa Musa binda explain lu tax jërut letter bi and he's not going to write and explain war naa ko mu binda dara because lu ñu nekk dem mooy pour am legal backing ne Pa Musa si boppam moo bañ a jël letter waaye ñoom joxoon nañ ko léegi Pa Musa mu ngi acknowledge ne digga moom moo nekk at fault and he's not going to write anything war naa ko now leena laa bëgg ñu propose fii nii this is not about staff association again nekkuma di speak fii as staff association president dégg la most of the evidence maa ngi ko amee because am di communicate ak ñoom si fi Pa Musa tam su ñëwee daf ma di yëgal man tam am naa communication ma dee def ak li on Pa Musa's case fine waaye dama bëgg a léegi ñu teg staff association aside because bëgguma ñu indi suñ differences in this Pa Musa is in trouble to be honest with you Pa Musa borom jaboot la def na mistake fine nañ ko njëkk a tooñ salary bi dilee Pa Musa tam tooñ li moo def kenn justify ko but then right now doo mun a daaxa nit ki noonu jëlloo benn administrative process binduloo ko ne danga ko suspend because bu ñu amee meeting nag ñoom workshop dañu waxoon ne dinañ ko binda suspend ko def through administrative process yëpp mu am right to fair hearing ñu oo ko laajte ko lu tax mu def lii mu wax si kanami committee and all that loolu mooy procédure bi waaye deful benn si yooyu so léegi li ma nekk di propose mooy añ leen ñëw together ñu jàppale Pa Musa ñu tegantu association bi amaangul lawyer amaangul legal representative so moo tax maa ngi wane léegi nañ leen ci génne association waaye ñu ñëw taxaw as suñ broda moo am problème ñu teg ñu ni neen suñ mënee teg ba am lu ñoo am ñu jëlal ko a legal representative su ko defee Pa Musa moom tam mu jël legal action against them because lii du mun a continue kii doo mun a jékki-jékki rek daaxa ko noonu benefits yi yooyu yëpp mu lose ko te demuloo through the right procedure mooy ne yaa da nga jékki-jékki rek yaaxal life from just like that so dama bëgg a dégg yéen tam loolu lañ ci am seen xalaat bëgg naa xam seen xalaat li mu doon suñ paree tamit am na beneen lu ma bëgg a discuss ak yéen waaye nañ leen paree ma Pa Musa dem xëj na fii ba ngoon mun nañ discuss leneen tamit jërë ngeen jëf.
Okay guys, ala baraka bake atul melialon ko atul kan jibe anal badi malem Sheriffo Sonko eke bayo Sonko Gambia ale ñing audio mem moy ñu audio ñi Gambia Ports Authority la assistant president Miss Jata wala be diam kante ila staff association ila nyaton kol what happened is albea kalam dolanu wat sotonu alport a man ila staff soldier a man port staff soldier on safo ila joro nying a letal a tardeta no wo wato la post la staff sulu ila tana na ka kamben ka joko in fact sai manda do go kela in fact it went to a level for ayatina over time ko yo be bondi la do go kono bari letaro finditale alports na ko ko mine ayatina joro ñu deleta ito ko bank ko latina staff solo joro deleta but nyaaji be joro deleta wato mena watle me alon ko wat jampare mbale. But it was not only about Joro, but also about ila overtime. They refused to pay them all those debts. So during that period, because some people it be depending only low salary, but depending on basically sometimes you become confused. I am not saying I am menke, that's what it should do. I'm not saying that. But menke this pamusa iko malam for I mean at the convert life pamusa na gal noma katani loko by force nyanda ka jole so okola so gal ko ba baila so but you need to understand mine atina abo reaction system go pamusa be do kola no porotole pamusa nam force ka mo kama pamusa nam mo attack but near pamusa be tala be mo attack like because pamusa for that level me along it need his money asuna la konola. That is what forced him to do that. So basically, I mean, it will find kau jibele. Kajuko, he was frustrated. I mean, mole mea lonko, I mean, cool nyakasta buloko no. So I think the only thing as a menken all of to katai no wakafu ya joko. Right? So I'm not saying pamusa menke that is right. I'm not saying go I menke is right. I'm not going to force any intermental motion or la kukang mea lonko, ani luamanta. But now, minat ne babaila. Kula kume yalongo, you are the cause of Okwoni. So you go by baila, ya sepe later blah blah blah. But at the end of it, the interest with them they went to labor. Kabita labor, so labor attendiko no, the procedure or the process alport you may use, the talkies you may use is wrong. That's what labor told them. Labor attendiko, the procedure and the process you may use is wrong. So it bounce out baila no. But they're still they are insisting on the Bamsa violence. It's like the Alport is now even disrespecting the law of our land, if that is the case. Because labor will never see in to protect Dokula Dokola, Mansakunda and other places. So if the matter went to labor and labor no, Alport does not have the right or does not have the powers or Alport does not follow the due process. So so this means Alport they don't respect the law of the Gambia. But guys, after the audio player from the staff association in the post, the audio player legend albela moela. But ndala concern madam to be all you to go. Gambia government under Adama Barrow. This is not about politics. And anytime we speak, you call our politician or lebe diamola. But you manke politicote. Gambian kolunka diamato lede. You manke politicote. Anu, mina diamo mena, belefle le dron, albeye lamwe ani hakilora. Albeye lamwe ani hakilora. Mbadu. Mbadu, alia kalamutalo ko, ano baro, mazakunda, na seaport, ya sikale ya di toki sola. Na poro, ya sika ya di toki sola. Toki show. In the poro sikale yadi toki sola. Yadi toki sola munkama eko put toki soli je manage. But zanyo nka o toki soli wole mine sama no poro to. Me ya longo Gambia government o kelano. O toki soli wole mu management neke o poro to. Me ya longo Gambia government o management o kelano. But yake mile kama is all because they want to rob le. Kana banko rob kanya binkan na banko ka. Because this government, because men can only go present, so now the only thing they will keep doing to get into deals. May I longo ibo deal kodo letala, ye campaign kala, ye na mulko get a banko rope kotanke. So it's like Dola Bango, because President Manola focus is always going to be how am I going to be elected? And the moment I didn't feel like mine konoko, I think he can only become elected if we have money. tuma me alon ko ayni sura sono mo kono ko ate puru ate carte fe o winno jang anyata ko dolo soto la so what will you do for fe yalon ko to so ko do soto no je do e bole kala they don't care about même the Gambian call batandila they don't care about Gambian call Gambian call la toro moment imo care but it will ko do soto la nyaadi le pour que Gambian call can ke nene so that tells us ntol Gambian call how are we thinking that tells us ntol Gambian call ni masakunda kan tol muta nyaadi le ni masakunda akan tol muta nyaadi le now yamo la si porota aliadi to a private company Maya Lonko is clear because that private company is not competent to do the job. Yeporo Sigayadi private company la. And it's clear to you because that private company is not competent to do this job. After giving the port to them, Meje, Narana Milaje, Eko Ikata, Siporo Maya Lonko Eko. Eko you be Banyula manager for a number of years. Near Banyul money for a number of years, whatever little profit, if a man la Banyul, you can able to tell a Cassandra Siporo law. Gambian Kuala Almalong Mafia Bejemo Menke. And you have to expose these people. Finally expose. Now, Beje Najeko President Kataka Berala ke Sanyang. Imagine. Ekata Berala ke Sanyang because Sanyang, the construction of Sanyang it's not now among the signed. It is after 5 years, it's after a couple of years. In Yondaka Science, according to their own agreement. But now because of politics, because of the mafia cartel, because of the game, they need the gallery. They need to play around with the gallery so that it be close to no nyame. One, yetaje President Barota na minister ye assembly, iko allo. Naro le lo eni pitolta. Naro ni o pitol melta. Alialon ne wo pitol narol be jole sokla wo pitol la because ndol ning Gambia government ne nyobul ndol ning Gambia government ne sign former evidence there and Gambia government already they give us this number of place me alongo we can do this vast investment there because you don't tell us ko whilst you give them Banjul if Banjul won't come they now the government ko na Banjul dilale ba ron come but now they are going to look for more investors. So, come on, we don't mind. They are going to look for more investors. Now, okay, you can go and play around with the gallery. There, because you have to go and look for investors. But you don't tell us, the contract is not about, they are going to look for investors. No. Contract on you mentor. Contract on you mentor, if a Banjul seaport, yala system wala fa, if a economic supply, it will be 80% of the tala. Gambia government is going to get 20%, and the 80% will be mentioned if it science for lola whatever. That is what he told us. That's what he told us. Now, Bani Gambia ko alila moide because mina membo kan jawolo jindiko plus I understand Gambia Masakunda the way they are mortgaging our country. Gambia Masakunda the way they are playing with the mind of Gambians. Ibe tulun kan Gambia dumul hakilo la nyame. Ni make politikoti. Nimu about the future of our country. Nimu na banko la samal. Gamen ko alila moy. Nimu na banko la samal. President Barrow ni mafia bulobe dunga nyokoro ibe na banko wa file besiri na bulola nyoka. Besiri na bulola nyoka leaving these people ibe na banko wa Africa. Now, yemo la si porta ya di to kisola. Mbodi ya mukande bina mura na jel. Now, Banyun Bara 2017, President Barrow 2017, at the first tour, what was the promise of the president? President Barrow Banyun Bara about Bridgeland. That was the promise. This was a statement from the president. Nimu kuma county, member the President Barrow Dakono, ko Banyun Bara about Bridgeland. Not from me, it's from the president. In 2017, at the first tour, I met a man of Esau, ako Banyun Bara about Bridgeland. After 9 years or 10 years in office, after 9 years or 10 years, President Barrow City Masakunda Sinokam, Mamoy for Koyo Banyun Bara from Koya Sovele, Soko Kapoko Kapage. After 9 to 10 years, President Barrow City Mansayala, Mamoy, Ko Banyun Bara ya Sovele for coming Ka Sove, Kajibe Jelefon, Yimbrijo Nave Dokula, I mean, Abentala Wati Jelela, I mean, Abenaflo Jelle Pansila, Mao Ponge follow. for almost 9 years in power, almost 10 years in power. President Morobe Siri Masakuna to Sanji Jalu, Mani Moy follow, Manfemo in Kota. But when you come to Fali, I understand what I'm trying to tell you. I understand the way the mafias are operating in our country. Therefore, President Marola, the same Masakunda, they went and sign, they went and give a license to a Turkish company again. Another Turkish company also. Yeah, in Turkish company do for ya signé kotanke. Kaje ko wol fanam comme Banjul Bara wol betala wol be ferry operation kala river transport from Banjul Bara. Ko wol be river transport kala Banjul Bara tem. Pesa bono masa kuna kilo len kanyala fale de. Même ka be Banjul Bara bridge la. Bridge ko mo mbuka moyala. Ina dana kala sino di another Turkish company. Another Turkish company. Kala sino di wala. Kafuko wala sino ni. Ah. Kala sino ta kadi wala again. Pour wala operation okay. Kabu Banjul kata bara. River transport. Say ninga tara. And the worst part is in adana minake that company yawol kedamul one of the most strategic location in the world. One of the most strategic locations, Radio Coma, the former Radio Coma. In another company that called La Diwala, Puru Mulo, Wolila Ferry, Wolila Terminal in the world. Gambian called Gadia Matolede. Gadia Matolede. Sanina Bara, Yemutola Dilla, Fort Blem in Adna Wola Diwala. So let's say Wola Ferry over Borla, Cabo. The ferry is going to become already a seed directly to Bara. That location you already well. Say, if ndakada Bara or kada Senegal, and now ndadu no ban before betu na banyu kono already there is a terminal. Me along go ferry we lori when the kansamba banyu when the kansamba Bara. Why should I just join? Me not na mede me na medu na banyu kono. Me not na me struggle to traffic go be ma. So basically. They create another business for this Turkish mafias also. Pour kana si poro fa kana evaluate ka ferry service from the government. The government a ferry service ninta ka tinya ka masibe. Because now you give a strategic location to a private company. Yel la men di private company la dula kuma ba dula lo kurimba ninkana banyu ko no manje ninkana ban bara manje na dum banyu ko. I see myself in Bara. This government never financially. I want you people to listen to me carefully. You didn't see Poro Yadi Turkish company. A motor current in a ferry service for your Fananta license di a ferry to a Turkish ferry service company. Your license di will find a connect. But do not understand it. Sir. To a private company while flying local. Very soon, we'll find the operation of the start. Very soon, we'll operation of the start. Say, gonna election all. After many years, kunta kinde be panla, kanila be panla, johe be panla. After many years, you only wait until 2026 election all can see. 2026 can see. 2026, you pay the through a very high loan. It has a julota, julubaka, you julodum banco kawana. Julubaka, you julodum banco kawana kodenke, can the ferryoka, kataka ferry kutosan. Yes, I agree. Ferry, you understand that? Yes, I agree. But one thing is very important. Every serious government, before you invest, Masakunda Kendall. Every serious government. Masakunda Kendo. Janika na fulota, or Janika Gilota, or Janika investment. It can make you do planning. For example, Nyantaka Julota, World Bank. You should be able to assess, or you should be able to tell us, but in 2, 3, or 4 years' time, we expect in Ferry and generate for the country. A bending amount can generate for the country. That is what we expect. Nimo Keno, for example, also. Now, the ferry may along when you came to government, because Kunta Kinte Ferry, President Adama Barole are launch. Kunta Kinte. Ya Jembele Asang, Ya Jembele Asang, Ya Jembele, everything will be Ya Jembe Wato. But Kabi Ya Jembe Asang, Kalama Nyanduko Masakunda ka continue. Ya Jembele Ferry on Sang. Kabi Ya Jembe Ferry on Sang. Ya Jembe Tata, Baronata, Baro Ferry on Lodge. Gambia government, can they tell us? Who Kunta Kinte Ferry? I get the generate. Because we ferry on for a month already, na san. Kunta ferry, I get the dun the Gambia Masakunda. Kunta ferry, me and Yajam Basan. Yajam Basan General, who ferry for I get the dun the Gambia Masakunda. I get the dun in the economic. They should be able to tell us. That's where management comes. That's where management comes. While Masakunda, you have management, you have technical management. And then you have other you have different managerial roles in every service. Your manager soto. O manager doku will be a doku infinity. You have the finance department, you have the technical department, you have the engineering department. All these people should inform us. Kunta Kindeferio, I jelle di. Kunta Kindeferio, what I mean, why Kunta Kindeferio? What was the problem? Milatina Kunta Kindeferio man a lifespan ma. Because look. Some of these ferries, if you go to other part of the world, you found ferries that may operate for almost 30 years, 25 years they may operate camp. 30 years, 25 years, ferry crew operate camp. Madu. Yes. Go, come on. Especially at Europe, there are ferries Don't tell me it's because of the traffic. No. You should know how to manage the traffic. Don't tell me because of overload. No, you know that if you overload the ferry, at a lifespan is not going to be low. Why you don't have a proper management? So you don't have a proper management. You went and take our money again. You went and buy a new ferry. Yes, we need a ferry because I mean especially we the Badabunkas and Yominkas. I mean we cannot go back home without having a ferry. No, ferry. Yes, that's quite true. I am not saying government should not buy ferry. But government, Janibe Ferry, for example, why? Already, it's a private company that a ferry is the owner. Private company. You give a private company, a ferry will be private. Yet river transport service to a private company. And that private company is coming to operate. And that private company will be lower in diamond. If they start operation, maybe the operation is going to be even low. And the operation is not going to be. Revenue generated. The revenue generate. Let's call it spade. Already signed. It is like a ferry service. A ferry service to Yadi. Yemola Siporo from the Yadi to a private company. A Muda Bamba Tenda, you tender, you from the Yadi. Now, the Bridjo, Melo, Bombatana, you tender, Aliota, privatized to a private company. To a private company. Alia Kudomuta will almost 100 million US dollars. Alia $100 million US, where is that money? Where do you invest that money? Alia Kologe Muntole. That is the multi-million coction meal combined in Kakao. That is one of the multi-billion coction meal combined in Kakao. Adamabaru Masakunda de Minkeka. Now, you give lesson to a private company, and that private company, in fact, the worst part is, and to tell you how these mafias are operated, I don't many members that I want people, because they are more quality. But I don't remember you go and make your own research. I'll tell you research. I don't remember go and do your research. The moment you will see them. That private company may along it will be ferry terminal dokola will be middle side will be concrete waffle. Will be concrete waffle. Imagine a ferry terminal doku. I took a ferry terminal doku. That's what you said to us. I'll go ferry terminal doku. But we see they put a concrete plant concrete plan to beje that concrete plan ka jele moto ka boje aka finde aka samba muntol aka concrete ko men mix je e ka bula mutole ka ke moto kono e ka samba muntole e ka da wafi muntole o ka samba muntole this is the multi-billion coction nyata ka nyona ka nyana e ka concrete ko men mix because obviously ni na tebe do ko la ni be betongo sama kan nanja o be fongol sama kan nanja they give them a duty waiver ni be betongo bon na Senegal they give you a duty waiver because you do ko la but now why should government give you a duty waiver already a duty waiver did for you to do a development instead of development you are now selling if that is true because I see because jende nya jele clean the fulende ngajele moto baka serge jaga finta kata aka finta kana kombo kono aka concrete ko men mix je aka concrete ko men mix je for is it the company your license to be selling concrete or a license just to put ka fongo de la ka terminal de la pour il a fait opération this is the multi-billion coction me alongo ben ñun kalo kelo la ka fali mafia be opération ko kanyami but not only that the same place mining be kanje because if you go there you found black sands there black sand that black sand also for did they give them a mining license to be selling black sand that company that ferry company for a mining license dealer bam pour black sand for a wife or black sand mine that is something more also we expect the minister to tell us because it's only license mentioned was to do a river transport now if you go to that site now you find them in a concrete they put a concrete plant or concrete plant on a concrete ko mix concrete ko ka finde akata diamond ala long ali nyinka akata diamond ko concrete ko men finde akata diamond why this is the multi-billion coction the Gambian ko nyinka la men kapale dro ana mbaro masakunda ila mafia gemo ana mbaro masakunda be tulunka banku dumul la nyam yemol la siporota ya di alport could not manage it alport mon siporo manage no they could not manage the seaport they could not manage the seaport bi sonko be ke kan ini staff sol be sonkala koni te bulu tana bank ko be julo tale mun julo soto no fente bulu masakunda manna ka port ka mute bulu ke bay ke bonni nyim banko kan ye proper management samanan send them out of our country bring in a proper management but you know the kind of deal you sign you cannot just break it like that because you signed because and the mafia lebe dokuan and the mafia lebe dokuan you people are working with mafias so you know basically ale sign or men ale deal or men sign you cannot just cancel it like that you cannot just cancel it like that ale amere Gambian control be sinol ale amere be sinol and the same thing ale along almalong wo niaje tanaka science seaport sanya the only reason why that sanyam for ka block lane just so that government can give it to them already government to give them the land already you know the activities will be carried in that place also when they start keep watching alman tankala nimata ma cancel bulu ibe black sand mine in that place they will mine black sand in that place black mine black sand tell you fale ibe black sand mine na je secretly ndalona ibe kana ka wapi ko iba wafi ka nyame secretly mineral iba wafi la secretly ndala fale you listen to me or you don't listen to me nka mem fale wato be silal do buga jam kesse wato be silal they give a license to another company melbe do ko saro that company also melbe do ko saro the company in saro eko ekaminake ekachenya wafo leke white sand but alialo no the same company if you go and do your investigation you might find out that they are also mining black sand did they have a license to mine black sand for a license no about pour ka chenye fimu wafi chenye fimu alialo no chenye fimu make a mine woka wafi nyame alialo Gambian ko alialo no kamem fale because look the thing is here this is about our country alialo neko niaje poro me ya longo itanyanda ka doku start in next 5 years why they have to go and lay the foundation now so that they can get in control of the area so that more mel be plan de say be bayno je ye doani control doani be fence yana sojarol sindije That is how it's happening in other countries. That is how miners, milk mining, mafia can operate. Yes. Yeah, the country is in the hands of the mafias. Ambassador, you're right. The Banco of Mafia and Blocon. And whenever we said this, it's politics. It's not politics. Among the political, this is about our country. This is about our country. I don't know to look at the Banco and Bedela Nofe, Gombe Nyokella, the Lulum told the Nyokella internet. Lulum told the Nyokella internet. When the mafias are, Mafia Ben Banco, Kudo Sikala, Ibatalaka Nyote. Mafia Ben Banco Talaga, Ibatalaka Nyote. This is the bigger, this is the multi-billion corruption me alongo, Menilin Karo, Gambian Cola. They bring the ferry, I pay someone on the go. I am not saying I'm not happy that we have a new ferry. I'm happy that we have a new ferry. But my problem is the new ferry looking at the amount of money, the amount of investment you ferry was a men. And looking at the Masakunda Yemenke. Because basically you cannot bring in a new ferry right now. A new ferry when already you give another private company, you give them one of the most strategic locations. You do that, deal blame alongo, deal low kuda dinete ite from Masakundala Poro Bedamento. Deal low kuda dina Masakundala Poro Bedamento, Masakundala Ferrocalo Damento. You do that in private company, deal low kuda, deal Clinton. Deal simple because look, why should I like number to no ban without no traffic go because when I already there is a ferry standing waiting for me to get in and go to Bala and go to Senegal. Yota ya di private company la. Bambatana yutanda fana bridge membe jeme ya longo Gambia nyanda ka fenso doje Gambia nyanda ka economy bust through that place. Kajeko they to promote trans-Sahara trade or to promote trans-Gambia trade. Gambia fenso doje Gambia na fulo so doje. Instead of they come up with ideas, your ideal sort of ideal million economy bust, they fail to do that because that river corridor. Now, for example, that river corridor need to walk about if you can get a soma, an industrial area now because now imagine that road connect us to all the way to Mali, all the way to Guinea-Conakry, all the way to Guinea-Bissau, all the way to Sierra Leone and other places. Now Gambia should be able to have a hope where the factory level so the Senegalese people will be picking the people living in Casamance, they don't need to go to Dakar for some of these things. They don't need to go to Dakar. They don't need to go to Dakar, for them to go and buy whatever. No, because look at already Gambia have some of these factories. One, the job creation. The people living in Jara. The people living in Farafina and others. Let's say, for example, Ja Oil have a cement factory there. So, Ninja Oil cement factory the cement factory go. Well, the Ja Oil bulge. Another factory will take a corridor. The trucks will not go. Sika to Senegal kono, Mali kono. How will the economy will bank will so government any moment, any time you are going in for loan, you have to think. Bidayin julo mentala, julo nying abejele di la Gambia. Gambia masakunda ke wala nyama. Bidayin julo mentala, yin julo nying abejele wulula Gambia. Abejele wulu le yin julo yunta, mbadun la nyim menkono, abejele wulula masakunda. That's how masakunda kenno lu ke mira wala nyama. But you go to World Bank, you don't care about the future. You only care about the recent. Either World Bank, or either ADB, or either African Development Bank, either Julu Bataje, either Fenta, either Yabin Femkunta Maya Longo, within 2-3 years, a banker, the Fengela Kotanga. Within 2-3 years, you ask them how much you generated from this loan, they will not tell you anything. It's a Femfall no way. They cannot tell you anything. They cannot explain anything to you. Because if they cannot tell us how much money kunta kinde men generate, because a proper government, let's masakuna kendo ka ope wala nyama. Masakunda and the Kafumula, because Kunta Kinde brand new. Nobody brand new according to them. Whether it's a second hand or it's not a second hand, what they told us Kunta Kinde is brand new. So Kunta Kinde me along Kalkomoleko is a brand new ferry. You should be able to tell us that brand new ferry, it was so and so capacity level, which we know. But you should be able to tell us Kunta Kinde Jelle Doku from 2017 for 2026 today. Kunta Kinde Jelle Doku, I revenue Jelle create. I revenue men create. I call them on the Fukunda Kinde Sano Jelle Bam Farmer Sano J1. This is one of the most important things we want to know. Fukunda Kinde, I mean Doku as a ferry do san no, but father ferry do san no. Because Maja ko kafa ko Gambia port do tele ta ferry o san no. Ne menje wala ñu ko masakunda le julo ta ka ferry o san. Anu momo ka kundu ferry o ka jole. Nga ko men joale, where is our money? Nakodo, where is our money? Fu Gambia probably I understand. Baro masakunda la tulung, baro masakunda la fair. Because even fair can. They're really playing with Gambians. These people are not delivering, these people are not doing anything. These people only care about dealing with the mafias. That's all what they care. A man can care about the future of the generation coming. All what they care is how much money they're going to put in their pocket. That is their focus. They have no other focus. My dear countrymen, and I think we should all know this. And yet still, I repeat, I am not saying I am not happy for us to have a new ferry. Yes. Yeah, we need to have a new ferry. It's even late. But my problem is why should you go and invest multi-billion, multi-million, why should you go and do a multi-million investment? Yemola na fulo ite julu baka to ta ite julu baka to ko ferry yo sang but ite kilo mu to ko tanke that the same ferry la operation oni yata ya di mo dola because now if you look at Bambatanda Iritanda I banyun bara la load ning ay talal because Bambatanda Iritanda now the bridge ning like you know I banyun bara river transport ning ay talal jindi baka because of the bridge. So many of the trucks or many of the people, they don't want to waste time. New Born Senegal, they just get into there and then bam, get out. So basically, Bamatana bridge owning, I banyun barala ferry loading, I jindi bata. Yeah, but I'm still happy. But my coction is the multi-billion coction member. Why you should invest that multi-million? Why should you invest into multi-million ferry when already it is river transport in the privatized to a company, to a private company, and that private company for how many years? Now does a ferry picture. Hey, ferry are almost here, and say Nyama ferry. You didn't see that ferry yet still. For Neymar Lamo, is it Neymar? That Neymar company, we've seen it. Since when the Nyaja Ferry because they're coming to start operation. But since that time, do you see them operating? So Nyaba, the government need to do an assessment to tell us then we have done an assessment. We've seen okay, this private company will do this number. They should be able to tell us because Masakunda mu wallet nyajeka expert or sort of. You take people to work for you. Masakunda mu wallet. Masakunda, you have experts to do specific work for you. At least they should be able to analyze and tell us, for example, if they give out a license, Masakunda should be able to tell us, ne license do company nyina. Wo company nying ala load be kala geledi. It will be, let's say, ila doko nying abe kala geledi. Let's say, for example, and the Gambia Ferry Service Finance will load be kala geledi. They should be able to tell us this. And that is the reason why they go in for this ferry. We want to hear this from the minister. You should tell us. I'm not coming if we are from Moliele, yes, okay, now let's deal, to a Turkish company. They will do a private operation. Yes, they will do a private operation You understand? At least to make the river transport efficient. Fine, I agree. But Nigeria also, we don't also want the ferry service also to die. So, but Nigeria go, okay, oh, they classify the kind of vehicle, I mean, ferry, I mean, the Gambia government, the type of vehicle, the new company, the type of vehicle, they should be able to explain this to us, and that's allow them to go in for such investment. So, yeah, Ferry on the side, no problem. But like I said, Nana Global 2016, we have a new president, a new ferry, and a new government. 2026, we will have a new government, new president, and a new ferry is already in town. But guys, the elephant in the room is the airport. Gambia government, what is stopping these people? Many acting the Gambia government up to now, because we had them go, the airport manager Canadian, they are going to redo the contract. After redoing the contract, what did they? After they done the 4-year contract, and what was the agreement? About the contract. Oh, why this government? Why they are insisting with this Turkish company? Minatina, you Masakunda be insisting with this Turkish company. When the staffs at the port authority every day complaining and every day fighting with this company. This is the big. This is Nilam Karo. Gambia Masakunda molla poro sika ya wafi. Sai do kulal mele ya lonko wolle be poro kono. Lulum ening alport be kelo. Lulu ini be kelo. Ye Carla Bay, a Manajoleke, a Manjinake. This is the bigger problem. What kind of services we mean our people were not given? And this takes me back to our own people. That is why when you are giving service, your own Gambians, they coordinate, or your own Gambians is the one monitoring you. Akumatele back ya bunya ya respect. Ferry be Mafia narrow someone else. And then I can tell you, it's not possible, it's not going to be cancelled. It's not possible. At no point is going to be cancelled under the leadership of Alabama. Alport dilo me wala Alport. Go. At no point, ma wati je me ya longo ba cancel as far as Adama Barrow masala ni Bangkok. And look, Alport abejara le kuobela, abejara le na fulo bela. Abejara le kuobela kaje ko Adama Barrow to Bangkok. Now is Gambian fighting against the Mafias now. Yes. Because Adama Barrow nyina ba ta buluko, the more money he have, the more chance he can able to win election. And now, the same companies, those companies also knows very well. This is a bad deal for the country. And if we have a very serious government, they can lose to all those deals. So what they will do, they will also, the little money, instead of the money comes to the government, the 80% of if it has that 80%, maybe who knows, they are trying to save more money for Barrow's campaign, through Adama Barrow campaign. They're trying to save more money for Adama Barrow campaign. That is why they could not even pay their staffs. Who knows? Look, you know, like I said, I don't hate the president. He's my brother, and I love him. And I keep saying, they President Barrow Macron, Nkodolem Anuna Kanule. Take over the bell. The only thing make it to go, he cannot fight against the Mafias because the Mafias have consumed him and they make him a Mafia. Because if you allow Mafias to get into your house, like a Mafia, that's it. Wait a minute, I don't hate the president. But the truth is this, President Barrow cannot govern this country. Atanya banko samba nola abe balankang amalef ka banko ta kadi mola melbe jim banko samba mafia le asurang yes ndale Mafia le sora, mafia le muru. And no mafia wallahi Mr. President. Ito mafia la masi bolona. For lume ya lonko. You are no more the president of this country. Wallahi Mr. President. Ulule bala noko. Ndoko ma. Nteri ma nkapnyo ma. Sonko Gambia akam memfonye. Tunyala. Lume ya lonko. Gambian call be vote out from that office. Ulule abe koile mako. That's the day. It's going to be clear to you. Ko. Wallahi summa wallahi. You were having people around you, they never love you. But they were only with you. If they cannot just because they are guiding their own pockets. They're guiding their own pockets. When we were struggling, when we were fighting against the dictator, where were they? So Gambians probably understand very well, I've seen the minister, the Malian minister of Foreign Affairs or the Malian minister of Trade or whatever came to Gambia. Hey, my people, what stopped these people going to Mali, going to Liberia, going to Sierra Leone, going to other places to make sure they come and take their properties in Gambia well before Alpos? Mene masakunda stop. A very strong agreement over there between them and Mali, between them and Guinea, between them and other countries. And what stopped them to invest? They have proper and evidence running of the ports. Stop because every property, can generate. What stopped them from buying, properties? What stopped them? What stopped them? One minute, guys. Sorry guys, I'll have to go in the place, yeah. So Manu, some of the things and I feel like we can share. My next topic is about the IEC. It's about the IEC. IEC is my next topic. You see, IEC, under the leadership of Joe Colley, Membe can do manabelon and then we are ready for it. Wallahi, we are ready for it. We understand MPP the student wing, maybe the University of the Gambia, and in the student wing, maybe other places now understand the code. IEC be will takang do kola. IEC be will takang do kola. NPP the student wing. Some of the members of NPP the student wing. IEC be will takang duma do kola. The so-called advertisement like it. The sila mew fanam batunda. Wallahi, if you people think this year the registration is going to be as usual, wallahi summa wallahi al kalfon nenele. We are ready to die for our country. We are ready to protect the sovereignty of our country. The bankola nyato billahi mutan stop la wala. Niano fon naliano alta MPP la executive volta al MPP la executive volta aliyeta do ko la IEC al NPP la executive volta aliyeta do ko la IEC. We know all what you are doing. We know any more, and the moment, baby, we know everything. I'm not even going to use the word alleged. And what I am saying, I know it, and evidence. What I'm saying, at a bail, a quite a Ferry, and when Molmel Takan do Kola, and then Molmel Tosave Duma neighbor lonely. And we are waiting, and we are going to make sure we have one-to-one with all of them when the time comes. IEC. All the game IEC is trying to play, we know it. I'm telling you, all the game IEC is trying to play, we know everything. We know every single thing IEC play. We know it. MPP student wing. Alba wole takan dumala. Alga so-called advertisement apply. When you people already select your own people, we know it. Also long. The way you people are operating, Dolphana, we have our insiders. It's not going to happen. We have our insider and we know what is happening there. Jokoli, it's how long what is happening there. We believe IEC is an independent body. Now believe ko Anyantaka Banku Dingul Bela serve independently. If you do the job, you do Kanyama without fear or favor. Motini Noma Kanyapi Kanke Bondi. We all know what the law says about IEC. May alone the law and member. The chairman of IEC, Jumanya the Tombo, the chairman of IEC, Nia Tombo, Murisina at Ninja Bay. Why you people should fear anybody? When already the law is there, may alone I back if you are doing the rightful thing. Why should you soul? Minatna albala soul wafila. Minatna albala soul wafila. Just because of what? Just to make sure to please one individual when millions or thousands of people are suffering. So we know what is going on. NPP la student wing. NPP la student wing boy solo. Or NPP boy solo meli along albeta kan do call. We know everything. We know everything. We know everything. Whatever you people are doing, we know it. So it's not just going to be, it's not going to be a child play. If anybody is telling you people it's going to be a child play, they're joking. Wallahi, they're joking. All your plans will be we know it. It's either you take Allah, you accept what Gambians want, or you take Satan and face us, the Gambians. You take Allah and do what you are entrusted to do. Or you fear individual and follow Satan. Alesila Masakundala, or Alesila Adam Barola, or Alesila NPP la, Aliafo Albanian Banco Wafila, Aliafo Albanian Banco Kilundawat, and the lesson one. It's not going to happen. We know where all the problems starts 2021. And this year we are ready, we are ready at any cost to protect our sovereignty. We cannot allow Lunta Oka Bonan Senegal, Akana, Alkaloka attestation of Diana. For what? Lunta Bonan Senegal, or Lunta Bonan other countries, Lunta Bonan Congo, or Lunta Bonan other countries, and another Bangkok, Kakateo Pay. You come to our country to vote. Manta won the Bangkok Kakateo Pay, Alcon to listen Yaoje. When we know it's not a Gambian. When we know it's not a Gambian because we know when he was coming to Gambia. Somebody we see, we know, we live with the people, we live with them. And we know the plan can make it. Somebody living in Brusubi. Kasamba Kadaka register in Biam, somebody living in Biam, Kasamba can register in. We know all the tactics Alkemen Baker, we know everything. But now, Gambia Dumul Melia Lonko, Ibalta can Lokola, I know very well. Because they are targeting or they've selected MPP la student wing. Many of the boys belong there in MPP student wing. In fact, some people even put themselves in the MPP student wing because of this opportunity. They are not MPP. They never support MPP, but because of this IEC registration, they make themselves aligned to MPP so that they can be selected because of the money. We know it. That's why I said, this time, the intelligence is very high. The intelligence level is very high. If you think, you will do, wallahi, I'm just telling this to IEC, and they have to know this. This time, we are not just going to leave things like that. No. No, we are not going to allow that. So IEC senyu lonko. Sate, kabila, su. The long, the level living, Yokan, the level living Kabila killing, the level living Sate killing. The Lacaranola Sound, the Lacaranola Kulio. The Lacaranola Sound, the Lacaranola Kulio. So it is a more time just because election can see. And then let me tell you, IEC, if you guys think you will operate shadow or you will operate, I'll be operational Canada. Comme ka registration central yela al faye dualto this time nalia miral bakela no al kalifon nenele wallahi al kalifon nenele I know you have alialo nako na kolmel detect in 2021 alialo na kolmel detect we know you will change your hand albal bulo falling dal we know it but alialo bulo falling nyawnya nyama alialo control we are ready we will be in every station. Every single person registered in every station will be recorded. The time the person got registered will be recorded. We are not going to, there will be no excuses here. And Kafogo, Mome Alongo, Akweda Moka, Manke Banku Duty, I got Alcalo, I wanted a safe lawyer, I attestation of the other, another safe lawyer, escort another. Another safe lawyer, escort another. A Manke Banku Duty, a Manke Kabilo Duty, a Manke Sato Duty, and a register. And naka ba force la wala fitno be kala so wala nan ko al police ya ni bloa be to ko al tia gas de ma sama nan ko al kidi de ma sama nan because we are not going to allow our sovereignty ndola banko na banko la nyanto ndola banko to tamu do man no mendi ndo sonna lunto na watanto lu bulo kono. And I want to repeat this again, anytime ko lunto la ko do isa fo ko ha ya jele they are anti foreigners. We are not anti foreigners. I want to make this clear. We are people who love our country. We are not anti-foreigners. We are people who love our country. Don't monkey anti-foreigners. Nana bankola kanu anun kiliata na bankola. We are not anti-foreigners. Nana bankola kanu kiliata na bankola. Kiliata na bankola. That is all. We have no hate against any foreigner. We live with these foreigners. We eat with them. We shop with them. We do everything with these foreigners. Ninyum foreigner lebe sealing. Nga wafiro ka nyoma. Nga domro ka nyoya. Nga ta nyola sangoto. Nga firo ka nyoya. But when it comes in terms of the voice na banko kaon, that is our duty. Because ulunto na ila banko ta sida akay prejen ay bula moto la tila banko ka da katro fa nta buka ta ji ka katro fa to then I have to nyanta kilia na banko la is that a crime? Is that anti foreigner ko musa fo go omu mold mi alon ko mal def lunta wala. But like we keep saying lunta wol fa lay difference is shuttle, and I want to say make this very clear, lunta wol difference is shuttle, and we must respect that one also. Lunta me ya lonko ay bankola kaito nyina ya soto anin silola. Lunta me ya lonko ay bankola kaito nyini anin silola. I want to make this very clear. Lunta me ya lonko ay bankola kaito nyini anin silola ay soto. Ndafulo we ko imanta katra faila. Because ay bankola kaito nyini anin silola anin luala. Luala la nyamen ay bankola kaito nyini wala nyam. Don't stop like I ite bankola ite kukokela because I bankola kaito nyile ana nyili nyala o nyili siwala silo me halongo luwa yala wole nyama luaya la wala jam. And again, I can more le fana mad me ya longo abe sirim banko kan janne. Sanyu lulo be last sanyu lulo be abe ke jim banko kan janne. Last sanyu lulo be o sanyu lul tambila o sanyu nan tambila abe ke jim banko kan janne. Aya lonne banko tambita kole amen. Aya lonne man samembe siring ala incompetence or ala competence. Aya lonne. I am not talking about Woluntam. Mantara walla. Ndawul so because lekada. In fact, nga mano sa menna ka mano sa wolela. Nga sukuro sa menna ka sukuro sa wolela. Nga kaspa o mensa ka o kaspa wole sang. Nga kaspa o mensa aka o kaspa wole sang. Yes. Nga bula moto menna ka bula o moto la. Nga fuelo mensa ka o fuelo le sang. Nga ta man so men ka ta o man so. O de nim banko be kolya wulunta woyo lonne. An mo fowe. Wulunta woyo lonne an mo fowe. Anu ni dia mo be ko afu ko nin ka mi ko de bala jan. Ibe juma la bala jan. Ibe wol bala no jan nyaadi le. Ibe juma la bala jan. Ibe juma la bala jan. Namara kabrin coalition government kana ko kilo yo la. Nama yo. Ha ninyi masakuna nada ebe karnyol bayla. Ejuma la bay. That is politics. That is only politics. Politics can someone. Na fatala. Politics can someone what? Tonya ka kokodo. Ibe mul bayla bilala. Banko demo. Mome ya longa banko kaito so legally. Ay banko kaito nyina ni loi la silola. That is why nyaji be citizenship e mafokosi e man citizenship ka foko pour moye ke banko dongoti a manke comme ka foko wuludo banko kan damale comme ka foko nta wulude hande damale wuludo janne ngada male ni banko do ani. But that is what is called first class citizen, second class citizen, third class citizen. Citizenship have different categories. Banko diya e category jamale so mome ya longo wuludo banko kan afa bodo banko afa wuludo janne abama wuludo janne mome ya longo afa mama mbo jambara abama bodo janne a wuludo nyim banko kan janne o fana mo citizen no duwiti bar mome ya longo abama na fama be mbo nyim banko kan jam abama na fama be mbo nyim banko kan jam bari ata wuludo nyim banko kan janne ay kara mo ka nyim banko kan janne Banalo wato be afamana bama man Gambia banku di ya nyini sai bo mali mu Gambia do fo mo Gambia do mome yaro abama amanke banku dumuti afama manke banku dumuti bari ata mali wuluto jan citizenship by ba awul nyim banko kan janne akanta nyim banko kan janne ajira nyim banko kan janne ado ko sota nyim banko kan janne o mu Gambia demulati o mu citizenship by ba citizenship by naturalization aba mambojang afa mambojang barabana fa be na nyim banko kan janne isi nyim banko kan jang nyim banko kanu nyim banko kanu ya je ko to be flenyum banko la kanjang ye wadu so nyum banko kanya wado me alon ko loi ya la wala nyama ya apply ko to lefta kala Gambia banko dungolti ila banko la passport ya sendi o ila banko la kayto ya sendi citizenship by naturalization amari ay banko di yata through naturalization ay ala banko di ya landi ata bora damen to naturally ay banko di ya do ta ada sirin damen citizenship by marriage. Citizenship by marriage. Mome ya lonko amambo nyim banko kan. Bari kewolam anada nyim banko kan jang anyim banko dingo futu. Anyim banko dingo futu. Ani o nyim banko dingo futu da ye dimba ya soto. A imma anata e man dimba ya soto. Bala aya futule legal. Ani luwa la silwa. Alaw muso se banku diya dino alare su banku diya beten so oto amango kam ka fo lundawo be manyan na karto faila bar luntawo me ya longo sa malam karde fayote ay na banko kanya e karto jolong o lu fo a seta no ulundan sifa no we are not going to allow that to pay to poor karto faila because abuka banko amam banko la kolyalo amam banko la difficulty lo amalon banko kan amalon kolya membe ke kan banko kan adamu machinery leti we call them machinery wala ta janna doro wal man na fenna kana kan na banko rob wal ye kolole dila ye jole ina rana banko kan doro ka karto fay ni karto fay doro ye sey ondo karre fay ko one month ye samana ye mabo dulal karre fay ye si doro ye karto fay ntambita kolya min na sanjulu tambila ye man fello nje. Why the reason why we are even going for election a month longe all what they care is to le kodomen di tola ani be karto men jolona ya jolo lu ko ka sey nim fitna be ke ganyum banko ko nyata kele nyala al kon to le lu bula wala register. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Allah mira ni namba ni ngamen gon ka jama tolle. Let's think about this. Let's think about this. So I see we are ready. We are not just going to leave things as normal. No. We've all seen Ibrahim Silla. Immediately after the registration in 2021, I think that our MPP is settled. I think that. So this means they inali do kuomenke, but this year as a after registration our MPP is settled. Because in I don't want to talk about the registration of other political parties. I know what is there. I know I know the trick. On all these opposition parties, on all these new parties. I am telling you. I am not telling you because these new parties are not going to be registered, but it's going to be very hard. Because IEC is already compromised. IEC is already compromised. Leaders also will nomination they will have everything correct. If it are nomination dula IEC be balla at son like nominate for them to stand as presidential candidate. Ndala fale ala safe. Arakala chocho kiku fentenola fentenola because that is how Gambians will be wala nyam. Ndala nyam fale. Right? I know what I'm saying. Gamem for ngapale ngo be sunni. Gamem for akoida money. Mafoko the parties melialongo the list is the list over there ko nyanta. I am telling you mafoko to register, but it's going to be very hard for these parties to be registered before the election. It's going to be very hard. Register. It's going to be very hard. I give them the opportunity. Do you know why? Because they will always come up with games, different games. Different games. You know what I mean? Different games. I mean, put a little video marble. Some of the parties or some of the movements may not register. It will register la. About the time we waste la. Nomination of see alien nomination of filers independent candidate later yan bari. I see just Ibalbala. It has no ground. Ibalbala, they will come up with their own excuses. Enila Calaban here Kumoton Lemina. Ali General Alita Kidi Bunkono before Kidi Bapala no campaign start. From a make it 2021. The same thing is gonna happen. It's gonna happen. That is why we're saying let's come together. The fight against President Barrow and the IEC recently, it's one of the most genuine fights every Gambian has to do today. You know, we fought against Gambia. We say Gambia is a dictator. But I am telling you, to fight against a mafia, killing, putting the mafia killing. Wala jawiyata, wala koliyata, katambi ni dictator ekele. Because dictator was sembe dollar, but mafia aka game wala play. Mafia play with games. My people, I know what I'm telling you. Mafia will game wala play. They play with They play with your intelligence. Mafia ka wala ke. Mafia ka wala ke. They play with your intelligence. Guys, I don't want to go above 5 p.m. So look like I see. But I am going to be Metal Ibrahim Sonko live today, inshallah, 10 p.m. Which, you know, so I'm going to be there tonight. We will have a discussion about the reports. The discussion also about the so-called National Assembly Special Committee reports. So I just want to, I will stop, program will stop 5 p.m. To I can able to go back and read some, inshallah. Like young go for live, because the type of phone, remember, don't put your phone like this. Put your phone like this. You care, please. You know, every time near drone, near accept, I am on the answer. Right? So accept them, but still now, I don't know. You are not connected. All the time you are like this. So guys, Allah baraka bake. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. That's somebody. I mean, accept it's loading on the side. Thanks for your time and thanks for everything. I don't know. That was somebody. I mean, I really accepted you. You know, am I? They accepted the guy. I don't know what's the problem. Yeah. I don't know, as BSY, she said, sorry, the other day, account of me, I don't got no profile. Nobody because in the live. Sorry. I don't know who is behind that account, so I cannot just pick you up. I'm sorry. I've seen your request, but unfortunately, I can't pick you because I don't know who is behind that account. Whatever is said here is my page, so I'm sorry. So, guys, thanks for your time. Mula lang ko wala ka programa siya alaban ka bake for siya ni program like you say doldamal man ke multi milyarong ko doldamal man ke multi milyarong ko we know stuffs about the country but parang kanal dun kanamiran dun. So guys, mafla baraka bake, thanks for your time, thanks for being there for me, thanks for everything, inshallah. Allah baraka bake for being here with me. Yeah, but I'm sorry, I know you're UDP, but the account did not have a profile. So, I mean, it's going to be very hard to pronounce it. Yeah, you know, this is live. I don't know what you're coming to say. And I don't know MP phone. They request I picked you up, but, you know, the account on the page is not, it's a page mail. I don't know who is behind it. Yeah, so that is the only problem. So guys, Allah baraka bake. Thank you so much, Allah baraka bake, for staying with me all the way from 4 o'clock to almost 5 p.m. All the way from 3 something to 5 p.m. Allah baraka bake for being here with me. I'm somebody. I tried to pick you up. Me think you know. I tried to pick you up. I don't know. Ite bukan ano. Na vuele la yin kian telefono falling. You know, elayin kian telefono falling na vuele. Yes. My number is 288-5588. 288-5588. 288-5588. Or I'm not number. Whoever want to reach out to me, that's my number. 288-5588. My number. That's my WhatsApp. That's my everything. Yes. So. Allah baraka bake. It's almost 5 p.m. now. That's what I'm doing. No sign. Okay, guys. Let me try you now. So this guy actually, she said, normally mbuka. Okay, now you put at least a profile. Okay, now I can able to pick it up. Okay.
Hello, Sonko.
Yes. Yeah, go boy. Hello. You know, I mean, account to sometimes account to my profile so that sorry there.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, so make you cold and Somali for a minute sort of clean full, you know. Like young go at a color can do the body. I don't know. I don't no care about no care.
Go no la jewo. No la jewo. Aki uncle is from Patao.
I go away. I'm telling you, I'm going to go. I put 16 about the block.
Sheriffo first be ni mbara mbafule abaraka bake.
Thank you.
You use your energy for UDP. We are 100% happy about everything you are doing. Bedwala almale su simani jata kendiala. Ela kumol me an ko ka fa alma moli mutakayra fano.
Thank you.
But there men for Gambian wole like okay, I'm 100% UDP coming in the from the UDP. Okay. Maybe Europe be German, maybe based in German, people also know me about UDP here. But like left the more make like we must be united. Ni united without unite we cannot make anything.
Yeah.
Unite Olympic and in Kala because sometimes it is dolon. So I will what is going on.
Yeah.
And like the games they are playing, IEC like more careful than Lela, but they careful than IEC. Nah. Because what is the problem? One, okay, ni football can start. Eka referee aka interfere kenyame like what is the solution in well, we must be prepared.
Yes.
And I promise that I'm coming for Gambia for election.
Yes.
I'm coming because Talib but I do my role like people here go to fair.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna say about like foreigners, we don't hate foreigners. We are all in Europe here. We have German people. We all have documents.
Thank you.
But I don't vote in German. I need German German, but I'm not qualified. German election but Omartin Nakumi like na banku your point for can Melekaito they have the right to vote. Even German you have the right to vote, but even Kaito you don't have right to vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't like the Gambia. We know who is
German. Even in German, I know even if you have a near resident, if you have the resident, you don't have you cannot vote. You can only have a passport to vote, right?
You must have the passport to vote, okay? But kafu German kaito be obligati kana ekata dawo Martin na luas la carte for yake.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can come to our country. It's not all banko kan yinindiro adiate nyame. I understand just like how Gambians go outside to find I understand it because German janina te jang ni man kaito soto eta carte for yoke.
Yes.
Okay, so how about like Ninko ma familiar ko na system futu mine. Ma familiar ko na neutralize the Gambia kaito sort of mall for. We are talking about the luntangos those who are crossing the border kanakate fayola mbolela.
Yes.
You understand it? It's not more banko kaya karte fayeta. Okay, it na flow men na yasu de eta maybe banko kaya toro leka. You understand it? Hakola formati, hakola mu eka le tora because imanka banko dingoti. Yes, mama. Imanka banko dingoti killing fulan jango ebe citizen le tora kan ela right la ela ka mi fon interest wa ka hakola to le fede. Ni manega UDP kuti avec fenda Gambia funding kel bela ko just like natara najo ko man sama ku ke amon betia nga findi ka demonstration ko nyame nyim fala nyene ka findi la na right andi man sala ko ndolen Gambia no you understand mo mo ko right take ka Gambia no you have the right ya katti fay pati diate sa support no pati diate etaje o mi la right let but you are not in Gambia e manga Gambian dingoti e man na banko le duaso to e ka bonan sari do de kana katti fay molia ajwali nak ma hakko temel be kake. You understand it? Because they can electrically nafala, they can toro sanjulu toro. Yeah, we need to come unite. All the parties come unite. We unite together. We say no to voting for foreigners coming outside. Not those foreigners are based in Gambia. Nine. If you have a Gambian passport, you have a Gambian ID card, that shows that you are a Gambian. You have the right to vote. If you are naturalized.
Yeah. Okay? You're right.
Okay, it's not mean that your two parents are foreigner. You born Gambia. If you are born in Gambia, you more naturalized because your two parents are foreigners.
Yes, you're right.
You understand? And in Kudo, like what we should find out, like we must be of ñene ka ñaayelale because dol beje wol be interest here. You understand me? Those they go to school, they learn, they don't have any future. It's a scamming where they will have money. But for us, we don't believe that our country.
Sorry, okay, 11 go far follow. Okay, Bantole Sundi like Ba, what am I Sundi Ba? Begin let it.
I never Sundi enough.
I'm going to begin let it. But not again, the can't define matter for you. I tell them sick pillow, Aluali. Do my phone.
Yeah, and I want to talk about my brothers in Europe.
Okay.
My brothers in Europe, we know how we live here. We know how things are going. We know what is going on here. Okay? We can sit. We have our documents. We can travel anywhere we want. But we want our brothers have good life.
Yeah.
Then how about we the brothers in Europe? Like multi-port la mala European jan funkol bekela streso be dul mala amen Nina banko better one national reporting la. Because no place is better than home. But near Gambia the still in deporting la. Gambia man better. I think Gambia better we will go. Mobukara Gambia na mala yala. Ya nyini ka Gambia be nyadi the first akafu Gambia diana. But nying dem go moja call for but very expensive. But people are hungry. But this why that botting, why we don't come together, we change that.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna tell my brothers in Europe, if Barrow win 2026, there will be two more deportees. There will be two more deportees. Okay? Maybe I don't remember your name, some was
Wallahi.
You understand? And in the I am proud Mbama with Jendenjai. Okay, I know school John Jendenjaya could have go back and Jendenjaya, but near to Lesiloma, but I need Lafako Bundaka, say, Banyul member Secono, animal Moroborondo, the night that Alan in Kirakan. I do not Batakan. I try this year, next year election, Baro Boji. You're right now that they have voted, but Baro must go. Baro wanted.
Yeah.
Okay. Baro wanted. Dr. Cisse Clara European talk again. And in boy nata he called me, boy Dr. Cisse Canal and Kai boy, Dr. Cisse wanted. Okay? Two, somebody come here, Muta. We are European, we pay money. So we are Europeans, we pay money to Sabal to go out. Where is him today at the interest of no. Sabal is my cousin. I can't find anybody with Jajari. But my mom is from Jajari, if anybody know me. Okay? And like I'm not talking about like me fast because the wood you did pillow. Leada will drive for Sheriffo Sonko is my uncle, my blood uncle. Okay? But Tonya and Tonya follow new. Don't be there is not like politics is truth. Tonya call for Tonya.
Yeah, you're right.
They are like Tonya kata, you Tonya follow more la.
Yeah.
Niaja drum trombale nonsense will be Alamul promise me now like foreigners they will check them all out in America.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was telling that to somebody. Guy go, I mean, can know you can't have a guy can know you. I mean, I mean Fala Molly, that's what he's doing.
Bro,
even German, Santen, okay, Niaje German Lua, deporting Befinger, Mero be deporting Bokaji, but Pati men in Pati Juente Yoka, Pati Fleur Juente Yoka, to Pati men Juente, or Larad women German belong to Germans. You understand? Say, I want to deporting Besembo Soroka, say, European or Dawada bill and to Abu Dawada, they see their people. Why Gambian Roman Fanja follow? Why we cannot see our country? Everything is not working. Port is not working. Airport is not working. Gambia is not working. Everywhere you go, there is no good road. Slow. Even though Doku boy Sanji can flange my tinya. Slow me uncle, there is no gutter there is no street light, there is no anything there. So the country. When there is no have you my Ankana? Sorry guys.
Yeah. No, yellow need them to yellow. I mean, basically, for Gambia Dumole. It's good that it ever to Abudu, right? And then never Gambian, right?
Yeah.
So Gambia for Gambia Dumole will need to go. Mafial be menke kana Bangkok. Mafia la operational. Nahi wallahi lie. Nimmo ningamben ko alom baron ala mul be menke kan nim Bankola.
We know everything, bro.
We
know everything like yalo ne membe kiri family wala membe kiri Gambia mo
the wula la Kenya pinka
mo gara bi ko mo de jemen sabu gara bi ko kala sandiro Everybody go to the market. There is price there. There is everything there. But like, you know, stop. Kapo mbadi ngo minister kadi la ba injuan kan entera bata ofenke. Ibadi ngo baki kala musona dimba da male. But how about it? It dimba first time ulta na fasuro. Some ulta prison soro. How many people are coming out of university? They are graduate. Even me, I was a GTTR student. I work in Nawet. Okay? Don't let other observe. And also remember, Nawet, we must change the system. Like, not Nawet is not like a family place. Madam Fale, I remember. Yes,
Yeah.
We are part of it because we do our attachment in Nawet. We do everything. We finish our course, but we don't have any place there. Okay, then what we love us to do, we na section of dollar taxi borondola, dollar private company to do cola. We cannot succeed. We all leave Gambia. Then why we study in our country? Why we go to the school?
So now that statement takes me to one thing.
Yeah.
Gambia do get letter GTGI and they learn electric and electronic engineering.
Silvo, sorry, I'm not lying to you. Sorry, I'm not lying to you. I have my GTTI certificate here. You know what they told me the time I bring it here? You know what German told me? It's not value. They told me it's not value. Bro, I'm not lying to you. They say it's not value. Because why? You go to GTTI, you got your certificate, everything they say is not value.
Yeah, I know. Babu, you can also come because some members later. Babu.
Ngalo konkole me le tilo wakandiri ngele nyum bara nkambe kontona.
Yeah, no, konkotan tela ma. Ya. Tilo wandra kandiri, telo kori woledi.
Yeah.
Telo kori woledi.
No, Sheriffo bujaloli de. Sheriffo. No, Sheriffo bujaloli.
Yenko mbela programo la moy kangani nalo ni April local kana supplementary registration na kodi.
Yeah, April.
La lafta pour you dibin ko na MPL hakilo to be back because mo jawabi ke hakilo to to Gambia wala birth certificate wodi.
Okay.
Ka birth certificate so mo mo guarantee ko mo citizen o kayta ndi ma da ko wutal la tano tere ko na ni alkal jamal ma understand birth certificate mam mo ke citizen. Banko ja ni wulta dawda loptano ni kayta ko wudo o loptano ni do bari dira parents sol ni wala nyande ke qualify ka ke o.
Very good point.
So mo jawabi
Very good point.
Ini bar certificate man ka be qualified dal momo ni bar certificate ni qualify people ga mistake ko mo jama so
because in your birth certificate they put your family origins.
Alka jamal man you understand mo bina like in UK mo ko wulu jang ay birth certificate bu da photo na so janga al parents or in different status mala parents or bula aba so kan kayto mi time
for me time be sala utu mo yamo I think the program is very interesting no continue so be sala yam
okay
but you two control it yeah please
okay barga control okay
you can control it
all right you can use blaming for denga na alkalol bike hakilota even na MPL bike hakiloto nyen dula back more birth certificate ninga wakayta ndiko wutal loptanol to rek womi qualify ka fo mo banko ni at that time they say in UK ni mo wuluta jang na ba wuluta time mo nata one of his parents mo al parents flow be nata man kayti soto jang adimo man qualify flow ka kayto am any benefit for flow banko kan flow but nindi no wulu kan time mo nata abama permanent residency da babulo afama automatically adino berti so de UK fana ni Gambia system be cleanet so Gambia rek kata alkalo ya rek e ka birth certificate ro samba alkalo ya dame ka kayto di that is very wrong abga ko nyama parents la kayto nyanda kana na wadi no wula time me na fata abama ni kayti nyaade babu na fama so ni
yeah Gambia be nyame Gambia kaydo fama pour ya sura is very easy bro
tonya
you understand and then mo fele jama njere na fo abata Senegal la bodon bala femma na ku yata fo because okay ade Senegal le ma do but nin Gambia ni Senegal bi kan aka Senegal le support you understand sa anita Gambian passport wala because I Gambia sukuro dunda ata afo nyen kay boy man kay na banku dunda de ma ko la passport do boy that guy automatically hate me still now he hate me aka fo mo le am bedi afo de am bedi ndekay ne ko boy banku dindi man kay na banku dindi na banku passport so do na nga kay na lo ndaw da na passport be bul be report la na table because atom do afla How can that be?
Well, immigration for monkey be good dunia kona me battle but fen kata nyin silo lan tulba banko min kamba wandi banko le I understand jan ni kila kaito so de kata nyin silo la yela luwa long e kol ke ka na ka de bulo kono nyama ya jele so jang every day ni tade la TV station le ka jam immigration na la migration e jatwa bul ka jama la ka mabo Gambia ka ke tabule it's normal ni ndaka jam ila banko le program migration control banko be lo wote dawa dala ka control because criminal kanale ka bula ko ne ka la banko la ko mo because bi la let's say ni me Gambia kaito so jang atata banko do tanga ko ke jeba Gambia dol be wala na jino do tan bi dunia ko ne no na jino sa fa
Okay, this is the problem. You know the problem modi. You know dem ko def mbo me am ko bank na banku linti man trust le banko ga mo la banko kay do so. Because one near bad thing ke killing we get for the ke banko le fo.
tonya
You understand it? Because tuwa will take to finding like you not allow finding la le banko to ko le finding. You understand it? Say you not tuwa will ka tira mo na ka fo bole ko like ni be kukela e be tuwa will be fem ke kan. Along ko ni ko amon ke tabi le banko to e tinya. Because one ibe sanjo for la yeto for okay e bota dami bole for but don't have ka finding because don't have ni afinding it's a cookie no you understand it's a most attack no most cookie no say la nationality ko le for wana ni Somali so wala Gambia no ni cookie je mo fa wala do problem ko e ba fule a Gambian or a Senegal or Nigerian or this say only one person you destroy all the countries name you understand say what we should do, we should stand and fight together. We talk our people in Gambia, we talk our families, our friends. Momo domandi long. I try and I keep ifambula for you never kidding. But more better no back way. More better no back way. Gambia boy Corrado from better mata boy, more better mata fani more so na come to Kenzaman.
yeah
Because of bankola kole ani ndo nyine kana nyoka na nyoma ko na to nya fo nyoe na tan ko banko mbele ka yandala mo tante ni sul watante ni banko ti mandinga tante flatante Momu Gambia is okay. And why President Ome Uncle for Barokana time when he tell us 3 years, okay? 5 years, okay? But that time, I don't support it that time. But I'll right like Nakabita, but we should open our eyes to stop it. How can we stop it? How can we stop it? Our voting is our things. Say remember to our 100 kate fight for. Dola kate fight no. Say remember so on to nakadi ambadi ngole na fe control empatale kona jam. Say atola kairo mun dola kairo di ya abete super good. Sorry, na board when you were jaw.
yeah no they understand jang dimba bo nyama ngara nte fo ngasi fo tara jamo nyin kono bar mba jam la mala ba topic jumala kono because ngala nyimba important na ba ke min
No,
like
the topic was like he was talking about like make up outside Kanakate file. And he different states like momele anko rest dole kasi Gambia Kate file. Ni ulta Gambia, Ibama ulta Gambia, wale fama Gambia no you have the right Kate file. But if your two parents are not Gambians, like it will Gambia, the parents Solomon, Fonko, among Fonko, among Gambian citizen Yasuro, title citizen is not for you. We don't tax citizen because we have first citizen, we have second citizen, we have third citizen. Hey, Alex, in Mbarawa, Songo, bro, in Mbarawa.
yeah no ngasa ngata ko understand
yeah people watching that I follow nyama like momo ya lonko like ele parents of Gambia wala si Gambian sister la futu wala Gambian foreigner la muti e ba e chema mu Gambian wolti we alawle e chema ni nek o fo may alawle e chema ni ko process wolta ya se project ni kamen ni chema yes Gambian citizen ya sura
no yeah min fangara unfortunately most of opposition party nyin ko bible UDP le bulka fo ko mol mi yalo ko KJB yalo pour IC le tani pour moy right kay to so def wala UD wala batandi tente Gambia jamna modo opposition do be wal na da just I don't know just to steal so because the man interest for ka
So guys,
can you take
guys, Memegala can be live kumpla on this one now, and then we started now. We started like this because I don't want to. So the moment I come back, I'll be on TikTok and also in Facebook. So because I think registration code in Nyandaka discourse back. So the next topic is going to be registration code. So we are live right now. You guys can add back. All right.
Okay.